Hey everybody, Sean Holsinger here from HolsingersFlyShop.com. Bringing you another tying video today. Today I'm going to bring you another nymph pattern. This is a nymph pattern that I was going through some old videos and I was going to try to remake some of my old videos just because, you know, my quality wasn't real good when I started. I didn't know exactly what I was doing with the editing and all that kind of stuff, and you know they just aren't really up to par, and if I could get rid of them I probably would. But anyhow, one of the videos that I thought I would remake, I went and looked, and here I didn't have it to begin with. So I decided to do this one today. It's a really popular pattern, and it's called the Rainbow Warrior. It's a Lance Egan pattern. And, you know, I tie a lot of competition style patterns, so this fits right in with my channel. And it catches a ton of fish. So, like I said, it's easy, thin, which is big, what we want, and let's get into tying it here. Here you'll see the picture of it and the material list to tie it. Okay, here you see the fly in the vise. Get a good look at it there. It's really simple to tie, and let's get into tying it here. I'm going to tie this on a Firehole 317. I like the curve to it, and it's just got a natural... I like to have a little bit of a curve. I think it makes the fly look a lot more natural when it's in the water. So I usually try to tie with a curved hook. The bead I'm using, it's a size 14 by the way. The bead I'm using is a silver bead from Firehole. This is a sterling silver, size 3.5 with the 14 here. You can go with the 3.0 if you wanted smaller. I'm tying this with a little bit heavier just to get it down easier. Next thing I'm going to use is a red pheasant tail, and I'm just going to take and, you know, I got this red pheasant tail here. I'm going to cut off a couple fibers off the shaft, about 5 or 6. I don't want a big clump. Just enough to know I got a tail there. And then we're going to make sure all these tips are lined up. Once they are, we're going to pinch it and get it positioned where we want it on the hook so the tail will be the right length. And then I'm just going to lay it down on that hook and wrap it down loosely. Make sure it's the right length, which is where I want it. And then I'm going to wrap it back to the bend of the hook. Okay, and just like that. Now I'm going to bring it back up a little bit here because we're going to wrap our next piece of material on, which is some Mirage Tinsel. This is medium opal. And I'm just going to take and cut a piece of it off. And then we're just going to lay it on top and wrap it down. And then I'm going to wrap it back to the beginning of the tail there. Okay, and then we'll just wrap this forward, and I'm going to wrap it the whole way up to the bead. Now we're going to take our tinsel, and I'm going to wrap it the whole way up to the bead. And this is going to make the body of our fly. So I'm covering it up so none of the thread shows through. A little bit of that red color will show through, give it like a rainbow effect, which is nice. And once I get it up here to the bead, I'm going to tie it off up on the top of the fly. Going to make about 3 wraps, and then I'm going to lean it back over the hook, and I'm going to tie it down backwards. And then I'm going to go about 1/3 of the way back, and I'm going to put a little bit of dubbing wax on my thread, because I'm using some dark shade rainbow Scud dub, and this stuff doesn't dub the best, so I like to use a little bit of wax. Some dubbing I can put on without any wax, just wet my fingers a little bit and they'll twist right on. This is not one of those dubbings. So we're just going to dub that on there, and I'm going to make it a little bit thick, not real thick though. Never go too thick. And then we're just going to wrap this on. And like I said, I want about 1/3 of this. And what I'm going for is about the height of the bead. You see how that matches the bead pretty well right there. Then we're just going to pull our flash up over the top, keep it centered on top, And then I'm just going to make about 3 wraps to hold that into place. Then we'll trim it off, save the rest for the next fly. And I'll come in and tie off a collar here. And I'm just going to do a whip finish for the collar. So I want the collar, I've tied it in red so I can get the red collar here, okay? Now I'm going to make enough whip finishes on here to make a nice visible collar, but that's all I want is visible. Okay, I don't want to go overpowering. You can see how there I got a nice visible hot spot collar, and I'm happy with that. So there you go, that was that easy to tie. Tied that up in a couple minutes. 2 or 3 minutes, and hammered it right out, and you can see how good it looked. Has that nice thin silhouette, which is what we want, and lots of flash. So give this fly a try, you're gonna like it, and it catches a lot of fish. Okay, as you see, there's a couple simple techniques there, a couple ways to make it easy to tie, you know, never cutting your material off and stuff like that, and you can tie this one pretty quickly. So like I always say with competition patterns, there's a couple things that are key to them: thin and quick. Those are the 2 biggest keys to a competition style tie. And this covers both of them. And, you know, keeping your materials to a minimum. That's another one. And this does that too. So, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you know, give me a thumbs up on the video. It helps me boost my ratings up a lot. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And we're getting close to 1 million views, so we're going to do something for that here. And have a little giveaway. We'll have more information coming out on that soon. So until next time, guys, like I said, please check out our social media, our Bugs and Beard podcast, and anything you want to know. If you have any questions or videos that you want to suggest, shoot them an email to me at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks again for watching, guys, and until next time, I'm Sean Holsinger.